This case started circulating after a late night dune buggy crash in California, but once you look at the details surrounding what happened afterward, the story starts to feel off and fall all the way apart. This is everything we know so far about Lupita Ontiveros and the questions that her family is still asking. Lupita was 21 years old and a mother to an 18-month-old baby. She spent the day at the park with her baby girl, and according to her family, she'd originally planned to stay home that night and just hang out with them, but a friend convinced her to go out instead. She was expected to be back home by midnight, but she never made it. Just after midnight earlier this week, a dune buggy carrying 4 people was driving along the bank of the Delta-Mendota Canal in Merced County, California, not far away from a highway leading towards Yosemite. Police say the vehicle flipped into the canal. 3 out of the 4 people inside, including the driver, were able to escape the water. Lupita was not. Investigators say she was thrown from the vehicle and disappeared into the canal, which is described as dark, murky, extremely cold, and moving very fast. The dune buggy was later recovered, and according to investigators, the seat belts were not attached. But what happens next is where serious questions start to come up. The driver did not stay at the scene. Police say that he fled and was later arrested at his home, where he was charged with a felony hit and run. Lupita's family say that they weren't even notified about the crash for roughly 15 hours. Search crews allegedly attempted to respond, but the canal was actively releasing water for farmland irrigation, making conditions far too dangerous for divers. Authorities later stated that they believe that Lupita likely did not survive, but her body has still not been recovered. Several details about this case make it a really hard pill to swallow. 1, her jacket was reportedly found really far away from the canal. Her so-called friends waited 15 hours to tell her family. The driver fled the scene, and the 2 other girls are now saying that they don't recall a lot of that night. I can't wrap my head around something like that happening, and the call after 911 is not immediately to my friend's family to say, hey, there's been an accident. And them saying that they don't really remember everything that happened that night is one thing, but when you combine that with everything else, including the fact that Lupita wasn't even going to go out that night, she had to be convinced to come out, it just starts to sound really suspicious at the very least. Now, to be clear, a lot of these details are based on statements from Lupita's family. None of this has been fully confirmed through official records, but we know the crash happened. We know the driver left. We know that the jacket that she was wearing, and you can see it in photos just before they took off in the dune buggy, was found far away from the canal. We know her friends also went home that night without calling her family to tell them what happened. Lupita's mom has also said that Merced County isn't helping either. They've had at least 2 that I've seen, professional divers, offer to help and go into the canal and dive and search, but Merced County has told them that if they enter the water, they will be arrested. So Lupita's family is continuing to search on their own. Her mother has been seen walking up and down the canal, calling out her daughter's name, begging her to come back to her and her baby. So what really happened at the canal that night? Until these friends start talking, the family is left without answers. Keep sharing this story, Lupita's story. This family deserves visibility and answers as soon as possible. Follow for updates.